Hello, beloveds. This is Tony. Coming today to do a video. Now, I've really chewed on this all day. I got this morning, but it was sort of for me, things accumulate over a couple of days. I'd been having a long conversation with someone I've known on here for years. Her name is Mama Ding. I'm going to put up a clip right here for it. And we were talking about duality and dualism. Okay? Back to the left and the right. And, you know, the sun and the moon, male and female, hot and cold, in and out, rich and poor, smart and dumb, good and evil. Alright? And so, she's had about 2 or 3 videos, and she's been, you know, talking back to me, and we've been debating, and she, you know, is, and I'm not totally disagreeing with her, because, you know, she does talk of the fallen state, and there is such a thing, and this is what I want to try and show, and this is why I'm calling this video Smoke and Mirrors. In a way, to me, this could be one of the most important videos I think I've ever done. And like I said, I've chewed on this all day today, and I may even have to do more study with it, but I just want to kind of show you what I'm looking at this moment, or what I got. In the dualism, and I was watching a movie last night. I would really recommend, you know, I mean, it's okay, but there was this one key point. It's a movie called Ragamuffins. It's on Netflix. It's about a, something Rick Mullins or something. Maybe he's I don't know if you, I think this is a real story. But anyway, there's a key moment, and the minister says, he's talking about, well, it's the clip in my last video that says the only question Jesus is going to ask you was, did you believe that I loved you? Okay? And he goes on and he starts talking about something, and he's talking about man trying to make God in his image. Man trying to make God in his image. And it took me to Genesis 1:27. I'm sorry, I have this marked. It's my old Bible. Okay, and now listen to this. And this was my daily bread today. Okay, so 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Okay, I don't write in my Bible, so that's why I have to look at this. So let's one more time, and I'm gonna put up a little so you can see it. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them, and them is him. In his image. Okay, now the key word image. Okay, I-M-A-G-E. All right. Now, image is a likeness. Okay, and also for me, I see a magi. You see, I mean, how can I not see a magi? All right, and I'm going to try to explain this. And then I got like a magi nation. Was he I-M-A-G-E-N-A-T? Okay, so anyway, a magi nation. Okay, an image, a likeness. All right, and so this is what I want to try and cover with you. Okay, so let me get this. I'll go here now. Now look at this. In his image. Now, this is, we're going to do it like this. We're going to say God, man. That's what it says, man. It didn't say Adam. It said man, and then it said them, speaking of Adam and Eve, because they were the first man and female, but he were them. Okay, and he created them. So it's the idea of God, you see, creating him in his likeness. Now, what Mama Ding and I was talking about was Christ. Okay, you see, this is what is the likeness of God? And I started a list a while back, and I was keeping up with what we would call the attributes, I guess, of God. Okay, and it was things like in the list, and it's never been completed, and I would really, wow, if anybody's got one, I'd really like to know the real attributes of God. And what I did find were things like breath, the breath of God, okay, the hands of God, okay, the eyes of God. What are other ones that anybody, I'm sure you guys are thinking of some, and I'm just, right now for me. So, it's, but he, in Scripture, it talks about the breath of God, the hands of God, the eyes of God, okay? I don't know. I'm losing any extra ones on those right now, but I know there's way more because I started the list, I lost the list, and you know how it goes. So anyway, this is what I'm trying to show now. If you can understand, you see, and this is a me or. Me or. Now, so this is what I want to try and show you. Let me get back to here. Like this. Alright. And it's sort of this idea. Okay? And he created he, them. Read that one more time. So it's Genesis 1, verse 27. So God created man in his own image, his likeness, his look-alike. Okay, and I also say in the imagination of God. Man is made in the imagination of God with the image of God. Now, so what I'm saying, okay, now here, let me take you here. And this is just things that I know that maybe, it applies to you. All right, for me, a pearl in the jeweler's business, a perfect pearl is called a gate. You see, if you go to a jeweler and ask for a gate, he will find you, or he will show you his most perfect pearl. Okay? And to get to heaven, we have the pearly gates. Okay? And these gates have two doorposts. And it's duality. It's the opposites. It's the sun and it's the moon. It's Adam and it's Eve. And he made them, he, him. Let me read it one more time. That's what I was going to do. Okay. So, and that's a funny word because the word so is actually S-E-W. So. Put it together. It means put it together. You see, because Adam sewed leaves. He fashioned. Alright, so fashioning is sewing. So anytime a person says, yeah, we did this and we did that and such and such and such and such, says, so, this, that, then, and those, so, well, that means to you, put it together. Put it together. So. Okay, so 127. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female. Male and, not or. Male and female. Created he them. So here's the thing. The gates of heaven, see a pearly gate, okay, which is symbolically the pearls of wisdom. You see, wisdom is knowing what to do with knowledge. Knowledge is data. Wisdom is knowing what to do with it, but it takes understanding. Okay, understanding. So what my point is like the gates of heaven, the pearly gates. You see, it's one gate is hooked to one post, the other gate is hooked to the other post, okay? And they open down the middle. That's the whole symbolism of the fleur-de-lis. You see, these two have submitted in the middle, the fleur-de-lis, so to speak. You know, it's got the band right here, and it does this, and they make it fancy, and they do all kind of stuff, you know, like this and that, but it's the two, you see, being one. So it's putting it together. So what we were talking about, though, is the whole concept of the image of God, the dualities of God, the opposites of everything. Now, and so here's the thing, and this is where I wanted to go with this. I'm sorry, because, right, if man is trying to create God in his image, he is fallen. You see? He's imperfect because he's trying to create God. All right, but with God creating him, then he's perfect. Because God is perfect. Does that make any kind of sense in what I'm saying? If man is made in the image of God and God is perfect, but if man is creating God, he's fallen, and in so many ways, you see, that's the difference between getting in the gate. You see, it's like, okay, God's this one over here. Sorry, you know, okay, because we're talking about his attributes again. The ears of God, the breath of God, okay, and I mean, you know, the love of God, the hands of God, the heart of God. All right, so what happens is like if God's creating, all right, so now we are talking about, and this is where I'm sort of linking in with Anna's video today, and I'm going to put a quick clip up for that, because, you know, I am seeing sort of sons of God, okay, and it's sort of like this. The sons of God are created by God and are perfect. But the sons of perdition are trying to create God. And they limit him. In my way, that goes back to my cube. The limitations that man, you see, and so in this fallen state, this would be what I would tell you is the Antichrist. You see, and the sons. If you want to check this, I'm going to pull that video scripture. The sons of God see and know him as he is.